Hi, it's Siri Lamb with a bonus video about grading in Google Classroom. In the last year, Google has added the ability to grade with rubrics right inside of Google Classroom. So if you teach any subject that uses rubrics, you might want to listen up and see how this works. You can do this with a new assignment, or you can edit an existing assignment to get that rubric in there. I'm actually going to edit an existing assignment, though it works the same way if you're creating a new one, because I want to show you with some submissions how you actually grade with the rubric. So I'm just going to start by editing my assignment. And right over here on the right, there's an ability to add a rubric. You can either create a new rubric, or you can reuse an existing rubric, or import a rubric from Sheets. I don't suggest the importing from Sheets because it needs to be in a really, really highly specific format. The nice thing about reusing a rubric is you can actually pull in a rubric from any of your other Google Classroom courses from any assignment, and then you can edit it if need be. But let's say I want to create a rubric. So the first thing is I get to choose if I want my rubric to have points or no points. Like if I want it just to be a feedback rubric to let people know on let's say a scale of 1 to 4, how well does this meet the criteria? You don't have to use scoring, but you can use scoring if you'd like. You add a section, a criterion title, which is like this section of the rubric. So let's say I want to have critical thinking. Then I can give a description. How well are you demonstrating thinking in your work? Okay, I decide how many points because I'm going to go descending from highest to lowest. So let's say I say the first one is 4 points. I don't have to put a level title if I have points, but let's say I say that this level title is excellent, shows a lot of critical thinking. This wording is not my finest, but okay. I can add another one. The 3 is very good, shows some critical thinking. And then I have a 2, okay, some critical thinking, but not enough. And then I have my 1, which is below level, does not show critical thinking. And again, I can choose how I want to do that. Now, when I'm done with this, I can actually add another criterion if I want, which let's say I say conventions, right? How well does your work show adherence to conventions of English? And let's say I say this one shouldn't be out of 4, this should just be out of 2. And this one is excellent. And the 1 pointer is okay. And I say no errors. And here I say some errors. Now I'm done with my rubric. It's a rubric that's out of 6 points. That keeps it in mind for me right there. And now I press save. Now I can see right here that there's a rubric attached, a 6-point rubric attached, which the nice thing to know is if your rubric is worth more points or less points than the assignment itself, it actually will do the math for you. So now I'm going to go into a student assignment that I didn't grade. And now what I see right underneath, either I can do it right underneath that I can grade him out of over here out of 4 and then out of 2, or I actually can also see it right inside next to the student paper. I have the 4 and I have the 2. So let's say I say that he gets a 4 for critical thinking, but only a 1 for conventions. It's 5 out of 6. But notice how right here it actually upgraded it all the way, did the math for me to calculate what 5 out of 6 equals to mathematically. Now, let's say I decide that really he doesn't deserve a 1, he deserves a 1.5. I believe I could make that change. I could make that change to do halves, and then it updates all the points accordingly. And so the rubric feature is a really, really nice way to be able to use rubrics while you're grading straight inside of Google Classroom. I hope that you can find this useful.